If you are a parent, you have to watch this story and start reading meaning into what your child says. Stay tuned as share this amazing story with you. In a quiet village nestled in the heart of the African savanna, there lived a girl named Nia. She was known for her vivid imagination and love for storytelling, often weaving tales of talking animals and enchanted rivers. Her parents, Amara and Kofi, adored her but often dismissed her stories as mere fantasies. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the village in a golden glow, Nia returned home from the market with an old carved wooden doll. Its face was painted with intricate patterns, and its tiny beaded necklace glittered in the light. "Where did you find this, Nia?" her mother asked. "At the market. The old woman at the last stall gave it to me. She said it would protect me," Nia replied. Amara frowned. "You should be careful with gifts from strangers. Sometimes they carry things we cannot see." Nia only smiled, placing the doll on a small table by her bed. That night, as the family sat by the fire, she began to share a strange story. "The doll moves at night," Nia said, her voice soft but firm. "It dances under the moonlight and whispers in a language I don't understand." Her parents chuckled. "Oh, Nia, your imagination is endless," Kofi said. "But it's true," she insisted. "I saw it with my own eyes. It dances, and sometimes it looks out the window, as if waiting for something." "Enough of your stories, Nia," Amara said. "Get ready for bed." That night, as Nia drifted off to sleep, her parents stayed awake, discussing her peculiar tale. "She's just a child," Kofi said. "Her mind is full of wonder." But as the clock struck midnight, a faint rustling came from Nia's room. Amara and Kofi froze, their eyes meeting in silence. The sound grew louder, like tiny footsteps on the wooden floor. Slowly, they crept to her door and peeked inside. Their hearts stopped. The doll was moving. It twirled gracefully in the moonlight, its tiny limbs bending and twisting in an unnatural rhythm. Its painted eyes gleamed with life, and it whispered in a language neither of them could understand. Suddenly, it stopped and turned its head toward the door. Its gaze pierced through the darkness, locking onto Amara and Kofi. Panicked, they slammed the door shut and whispered frantically to each other. "We must get rid of it," Amara said. The next morning, Nia woke to find her parents standing over her, the doll in Kofi's hands. "We're taking this away," he said. "Oh, you can't," Nia cried. "She's my friend." But her parents were resolute. They took the doll to the edge of the forest and buried it deep beneath an old baobab tree. As they turned to leave, a chill ran down their spines, and a distant whisper carried through the wind. "You will regret this." That night, the village fell eerily silent. Amara and Kofi stayed up, their eyes darting to every shadow. Just as the clock struck midnight, a loud knock echoed through their home. They opened the door cautiously, but no one was there, only the doll standing upright on the doorstep. Its eyes glowed faintly, and it began to chant in the same strange language. The ground trembled, and shadows stretched unnaturally across the walls. The air grew heavy, and a dark presence filled the room. "You should have listened," the doll whispered. Its voice was no longer small and soft but deep and commanding. "Now it is too late." The villagers awoke the next morning to find Amara and Kofi's home eerily quiet. When they entered, they found no trace of the family, only the doll sitting on the table, its beaded necklace shimmering in the sunlight. From that day on, the villagers avoided the house, whispering of the cursed doll that danced under the moonlight. Some claimed to hear the faint laughter of a child echoing from within, while others said they saw shadows moving behind the windows. As for Nia, her stories were never heard again, but the tale of the doll became a cautionary legend passed down for generations. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment for more amazing stories like this.